just setting off climbing or walking up Black Hambleton, a few miles from Osmotherley. Once I'm at the top, there's a couple of routes I might go, so I'll explain those possibilities when I'm up there. So that's where I've come from so far, just probably in the centre of the picture there is Square Corner, the parking area that I use quite regularly because it's quite handy for home, and there are a number of walks you can do from here. There's a few people walking up from there now, and I'm currently walking up Black Hambleton Hill. There's a bridleway there that cuts off another route that you can go on, but this is the way I'm headed up here now. There's Black Hambleton itself in the distance. So it's about a mile climb up from the car. Well, that's me at the top of Black Hambleton, and this is a Cleveland Way. If I spin you round, sun trying to break out over there, but the Cleveland Way continues, and that's where we're heading now. Just approaching the turning point on the route I'm taking. I'll be going left, but Cleveland Way, which I'm still on at the moment, goes all the way to Sutton Bank and beyond, but we're going left. So this is on Arden Great Moor. Sounds like the RAF are practicing, so it's quite noisy in the background. But this is if I keep going all this way, it's a loop right round the sort of plateau of Arden Great Moor, and then back to the turning point I left a while ago. We're off to my left is Black Hambleton, the hill I climbed up at the start of the journey, and then further across that way are the Cleveland Hills in the far distance. Osmotherley village, don't think you can see it from here, is down there. And as I said before, if I'd continued on the original path, which was the Cleveland Way, that would eventually take me through to Sutton Bank and beyond. Okay, just stopped for a flask of tea. The route I've followed so far, I've come along that way. As I said before, I'm now on Arden Great Moor, on the edge of it. And down that way is a track that takes you down. There's a couple of ways you can go, but in the past I've gone and cut through a place called Dale Head, which is an old ruined building, and that'll take you back to the car park at Square Corner. That's the shortest route, but the way I'm going is to continue along. I'll end up over there and then skirt round back and then back to the eventually to the car park. Quite a long walk. It's getting quite cool now. That wind's picking up, hence the need for a cup of tea, but I'll have that and get on my way. Yeah, quick update. I've reached what is in effect the far end from where I started of the plateau on Arden Great Moor. So just now turned in a northerly direction, so in effect I'm parallel with the Cleveland Way, which is a couple of miles to my right, and then in another mile or so I'll turn again to the right and eventually join up with the Cleveland Way to head back to the car. So I think I'm just under 5 miles into it so far. If I spin you around, so that's where I'm heading. So I say I'm on the edge of Arden Great Moor. So there's some nice walks from there and up here into the valley. But I've come from over there. The track on the ridge doubles back along here on itself, and then eventually that's when I turn right and walk about, I don't think it's a mile, it's less than a mile, to join the Cleveland Way, which at the moment is over there. It's parallel to us. I'd say half a mile, if that, away from us. And then this long slog back to the car. Anyway, let's crack on. Now heading in a westerly direction towards the Cleveland Way, in about a kilometre I think it is. Out of interest, that valley I was thinking about earlier is down that away, and there is a path down to it. It's Thorodale Valley. It takes you down to Arden Hall and eventually on to Holmby, as I said. But I'm heading this way, meet up with the Cleveland Way, and then follow that back to the car. That's me just coming onto the Cleveland Way. So over that way to my left is, it continues, as I said before, to Sutton Bank. And then the way we're going, we're heading back to Square Corner and back to the car. In about a quarter of a mile or so, I'll reach the junction in the path that I turned off earlier this morning to head out onto Arden Great Moor, and I'll veer left, staying all the way on this track on the Cleveland Way, all the way back to the car at Square Corner. So much of that is all of that is a repeat of what I did this morning, but in reverse. So once I've got to that junction, which is in the distance ahead, as I said, I'll bear to the left on the Cleveland Way, and all of it from there back to the car is where I came this morning, so I probably won't film much of that, as it's just a repeat in the opposite direction. That's me just descending from Black Hambleton now, about a mile back to the car. Quite a decent walk today, fairly quiet up here. Not seeing many other people about, but good views all around. And for once it's been dry all the time. I haven't done that route for quite a while actually, so it's nice to get back out up there. Hope you enjoyed it. But that's all now. I'll switch off and head back down to the car and catch you next time. And thanks for watching. Goodbye.